Imagine waking up one day with $3 billion in your bank account. It happened to one man, but one mistake brought it all crashing down. In the world of business, there are those who play it safe, and then there are those who risk it all in the name of ambition. The man who stands at the center of our story today was of the latter breed. He was not born into wealth or privilege. No, his story is a tale of cunning, audacity, and a relentless drive to succeed. Born in the heartland of America, he was a bright and curious child. His parents, while not wealthy, recognized his potential and made sure he received a good education. High school was a breeze for him, and he soon found himself at a prestigious university, where he majored in finance. As he delved into the intricate world of numbers and investment strategies, he found himself fascinated and enthralled. It was here that he began to see the potential for great wealth and power within the world of finance. He knew then that he wanted to be more than just a cog in the machine. He wanted to control the machine. After graduation, he embarked on a business career that was nothing short of meteoric. He was quick to spot opportunities, always one step ahead of the competition. He was known for his daring financial maneuvers, making high-stakes deals that others would shy away from. His audacious bets paid off time and again, and his fortune grew. Before he knew it, he had amassed a staggering $3 billion. His success was the stuff of legends. He had the world at his feet, a self-made billionaire basking in the fruits of his labor. But as with all great stories, there was a twist. Little did he know that his world was on the brink of a dramatic change. He was at the top, but he was far from safe. But as he basked in his success, he was oblivious to the seeds of his downfall already taking root. Every successful man has a secret, and our billionaire was no different. Behind the glitz and glamour of his billionaire status, he wove a masterful tapestry of cunning financial maneuvers, offshore accounts, and even some business deals that teetered on the edge of legality. His scheme was nothing short of audacious, yet brilliant in its complexity. Imagine a vast spider's web, each strand representing a financial transaction, a business deal, an offshore account. At the center of it all, our billionaire, pulling the strings, manipulating every aspect to his advantage. He was the puppeteer in this grand theater of wealth accumulation. His strategy was like a well-played game of chess. Each move, calculated. Each decision, precise. He didn't just play the game, he changed the rules. His approach to business was unconventional, to say the least. He sought out loopholes, exploited them, and in doing so, amassed an incredible fortune. Offshore accounts played a crucial role in his scheme. These accounts, tucked away in tax havens, provided the perfect shield, protecting his vast wealth from prying eyes. They were his secret weapon, allowing him to keep his fortune intact while authorities were left chasing shadows. Then, there were his business deals. Deals that pushed the boundaries of legality. Deals that were shrouded in secrecy and backed by powerful allies. These questionable transactions, while risky, contributed significantly to his growing wealth. His audacity was matched only by his brilliance. He was a maestro, orchestrating a symphony of wealth accumulation. His tactics, though morally questionable, were undeniably effective. He was playing a high-stakes game, and for a time, it seemed he was winning. But even the most intricate schemes have their flaws, and our billionaire was not immune to this fact. He was a man who had everything, yet in his relentless pursuit of wealth, he overlooked one crucial detail. In the world of high-stakes finance, one mistake can be fatal. The world of finance, as we know, is a high-risk, high-reward arena. And in this thrilling game, our main character had been playing his cards just right. Until, of course, he made one fatal error. It was an oversight, so minute that it almost seemed insignificant. He had been careful, meticulous even, but he missed one thing. A detail so small, it was like a grain of sand on a vast beach. Yet, in the grand scheme of things, it was this tiny grain that would set off a chain reaction of catastrophic events. The mistake? Simply put, he underestimated the power of human intuition. He believed that his elaborate scheme, his web of deception, was foolproof. But he overlooked the fact that even the most complex algorithms could not replicate the unpredictable nature of human intuition. It was the intuition of an unsuspecting intern, working late one night, who stumbled upon an anomaly in the financial reports. A discrepancy so small, it could have been brushed off as a minor error. However, the intern's gut feeling told him otherwise. He decided to dig deeper, and what he found blew his mind. The financial wizardry that our main character had so skillfully crafted was starting to unravel. The implications of his mistake were staggering. He had stolen $3 billion, but his one oversight was about to cost him his empire. The repercussions were swift and severe. His reputation, built on a facade of integrity and intelligence, was now under scrutiny. However, the most astonishing part of this tale is that this monumental mistake went unnoticed for so long. It was as if everyone was so blinded by his success that they failed to see the cracks in his facade. In the end, it wasn't his cunning or his intelligence that caused his downfall. It was his hubris, his belief that he was invincible. His empire, built on a house of cards, was about to come tumbling down. All empires fall, and our billionaire was no exception. The tide started to turn, revealing the cracks in his seemingly impervious fortress of wealth and power. His perfect scheme, once a masterstroke of cunning and audacity, began to crumble like a house of cards in a storm. It all began with the discovery of his fatal mistake. A single overlooked detail that was as tiny as a grain of sand, yet it had the power to bring down the mountain. This small oversight sparked a trail of suspicion that led to a full-blown investigation. Authorities, like hounds on a scent, began to dig deeper, unraveling the intricate web of deception that our billionaire had so carefully spun. As the investigation progressed, the extent of his fraudulent empire was laid bare for all to see. His wealth, amassed through years of deceit and manipulation, began to evaporate. His assets were seized, his accounts frozen. The once invincible tycoon was now facing the harsh reality of his actions. The public fallout was swift and merciless. The media descended upon him like a swarm of vultures, dissecting every aspect of his life. His name, once synonymous with success and power, was now a byword for greed and corruption. The court of public opinion had passed its judgment, and the verdict was damning. The consequences of his actions were far-reaching. He had lost more than his wealth. His reputation was in tatters, his relationships strained to breaking point. His life, once the epitome of luxury and opulence, was now a grim reminder of the price of greed. All the while he was left to reflect on his actions and the devastating impact they had on those around him. He had stolen $3 billion, but at what cost? His freedom, his dignity, his peace of mind, all were lost in his relentless pursuit of wealth. In the end, $3 billion was not worth the price he had to pay. His empire had fallen, his wealth had vanished, and all he was left with was the bitter taste of regret. The downfall of our billionaire serves as a stark reminder that sometimes the cost of our actions can far outweigh the rewards. The aftermath of such a downfall is rarely pretty. The ripple effects of our protagonist's demise were far-reaching, a testament to the magnitude of his transgressions. The legal repercussions were immediate and severe. With $3 billion at stake, the law was swift and unyielding. Courts thrummed with activity, sentences were handed down, and the once untouchable billionaire found himself at the mercy of the legal system. His reputation, once gleaming, was tarnished beyond repair. The whispers that followed him were no longer of awe and admiration. They were whispers of scandal, of deceit, of a man who had let his ambition eclipse his morality. The world watched as his empire crumbled, a stark reminder that the height of one's fall is often proportional to the height of one's climb. But perhaps the most poignant part of the aftermath was the impact on his personal life. Relationships built on trust were shattered, replaced by a sense of betrayal that cut deeper than any legal sentence could. His family, his friends, they all bore the brunt of his actions, their lives irrevocably changed. The man they knew was replaced by a stranger, his actions a stark contrast to the person they thought they knew. The aftermath of his downfall serves as a cautionary tale. It's a story that underlines the dangers of unchecked ambition, of letting desire for wealth and power overshadow the importance of integrity. It's a reminder that success built on deception is fleeting, and that the consequences of such actions can be dire. So let's take a moment to reflect on this tale. It's easy to get swept up in the allure of wealth and power, but at what cost? Integrity, honesty, trust. These are the cornerstones of true success. They may not guarantee billions, but they do offer something far more valuable: respect, admiration, and a legacy that stands the test of time. His story serves as a stark reminder. No amount of money can shield you from the consequences of your actions.